Welcome back everyone to the April 2026 update with a new DOT heavy rotator truck, police car cages have finally made it to the game, custom private server accessories, detective bulletproof vest, and plenty more. As always, do consider subscribing, help us get to 500,000 subs before the summer update, and let's hop in game and check this out. We're going to start with the heavy rotator. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is basically the same vehicle as the heavy wrecker we got a couple updates ago, but it rotates. So 325,000. You better be grinding for this. Let's go and purchase that and spawn it in. Yeah, so the model is mostly the same, except for this back part here, which as you can see is now on a turntable. I think he attempted to drive into the river, but kind of got stuck on the rocks. Either way, let's go and deploy. Believe this is slightly different. They've made some tweaks and changes. They have. Interesting. Okay. Now, we can go and raise this up, and we can go and rotate this, which is quite useful. This is what we were asking for, to be fair, with the other heavy wreckers. They have listened, and they've given us a version, albeit very expensive. But yeah, let's go and move this over. And we can stop that there. That's fine. We can probably extend it out a tiny bit as well. All right, so that's extended. Let's go ahead and get both of these winches attached. One there and one on the back. And then we can just hold retract on both of those and lift it up. Beautiful. So again, very similar functionality to the one we already have in game, but it's nice to have one that can actually turn and is honestly a lot more practical, especially for a situation like this when you have a car gone into the river. It's so much easier just to have that and be able to rotate the main boom arm. So that's cool. Aside from that, though, the functionality is mainly the same. You can tow vehicles on the back if you want, and we can go ahead and pull the car in. Probably a bit too low, may get caught. There you go, yeah. We can bring the car in and drop it down, and Ollie can go and drive off. Next up, we have police car cages, a customization option that people have been asking for a while now, and it was promised, has finally been added to the game. So if you go into pretty much any police car with back seats, we can go down to accessories, and there is now a cage option. So you can see that it covers both the windows, and there's a divider between the front and the back seats there. We've got the 2019 as well, just another option. We'll go ahead and just equip that. So got the cage equipped there, and this one, because this one actually has a visible trunk, you can see it also has a back to it. That's pretty cool. Right, let's just go and spawn this in, and we'll show you what it's like now to be sitting in the back seat of a police car. So cage windows, cage, or I guess like this plastic and glass front there, so you can't kick down the seat of the officer driving. And then we've also got these windows at the back, so you really are caged in here. But yeah, it's a really nice customization option. I'm glad they finally added it to the game, and as I said, it has come to any vehicle that has back seats. So Dodges, Explorers, the Durango, Tahoe, anything like that. On to the next thing, which is a private server setting. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom here, it is part of the roleplay pack. So once you have that for your server, you can use this. It is custom accessories. And this is a big one for roleplay servers. Okay, so we'll take this UGC, for example. I'm going to go and copy the ID from the URL. Going to go ahead and create a new accessory. We'll call this backpack. Paste in the accessory ID there and create. Again, you can use anything from the catalog, whether you own the UGC or not. Then if we exit out of that menu, we go into the police lockers, go to gear, scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have this accessory that anyone in the server can use. So you can use this for custom vests, custom hats, any sort of accessory you want. People do not need to buy it anymore. You can have them in the lockers, people can go through and equip them. It means private servers don't have to spend as much giving people Robux to buy the accessories. They can simply upload them to the game. You can also buy them if you want. Obviously, I own this one, but yeah, there is an option to buy them as well. I do, though, wonder how this will affect UGC sales, but aside from that, I think this is a very positive change. All right, so if we go to the locker, next one is actually an update to the Detectives Game Pass, which is kind of rare. Now, there is nothing in the preview window, and that's the case because it is a concealed vest, a vest that you cannot see. So we're going to go and equip this. Ollie, go ahead and shoot me. Well, let me shoot you actually. Make sure gun damage is enabled. All right, shoot me in the vest. Let's see how much damage. Okay, 34. So that was 34 with the vest on. Let's go ahead and unequip this. So it supposedly reduces damage by 13%. I'm going to heal me though. 39. Yeah, so there you go. Does reduce damage a bit. So it's pretty much like the SWAT vest, except the damage is lowered a bit, or the damage reduction is lowered, and it isn't visible. Onto the new pursuit system, which for a game like ERLC is a pretty important mechanic. If anyone in the vehicle is wanted, you are now able to initiate a pursuit. Before, it was only the driver that was being triggered. Now, anyone in the car. So if the driver isn't wanted but a passenger is, you can still trigger a pursuit by following the car with your code 3 lights activated. Additionally, the way in which the game detects a pursuit and actually initiates it has been updated, which now makes it a lot easier to initiate pursuits off-road. The combat system in ERLC is widely disputed and usually the focal point for a lot of arguments. This update aims to rectify and balance a lot of those discussions. So, to deal damage to another player, they must be considered in combat. To be considered in combat, the other player must meet any of the following. 1. Have a firearm or melee weapon in their backpack or equipped. Or 2. Recently unequipped a firearm or melee weapon a maximum of 30 seconds ago. This was always the intended way, but previous bugs sometimes prevented this from working. So again, another quality of life that you probably won't feel the impact of unless you're very commonly in gunfights in public servers. Alright, so aside from kind of the main features of this update, which is mainly a quality of life update to be perfectly honest, we've got some minor improvements and we've got plenty of bug fixes, which it looks like the developers have been hard at work at. Some of these are quite useful, especially to me. Sensitive private server info is now hidden. Yeah, I seem to leak a lot of stuff on the streams. That's a good one for me. We've got new Chinatown music, if that interests you. Vehicles now have brake lights enabled when you're stationary. That's a pretty cool one. Increased helicopter flight time, which is quite nice. And you can now hit and break down street signs. Those have caused me so much trouble over the past weeks. So that's a nice one. I'll have this linked in the description below. There's also a new audible pitch you can toggle on with the radar UI. But yeah, most of these are fairly minor changes. Again, I'll have this linked in the description if you want to go and check it out for yourselves. But these will apply to some people more than others. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe. On the road to 500,000 subs. We're competing against the summer update, so let's see if we can get there in time. But thank you for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy, and let me know your thoughts on the update in the comments below.